Yo, welcome to the Truckology 101 channel. Hey, in this next video, what I did is I took two of my older videos that I had shot back in 2015 about understanding freight rates, and I combined them into one video because I think that a lot of new people are people new to the channel, and a lot of new people have entered the industry, and I think that they need some understanding of freight rates. So again, these some re-uploads from 2015, but I think I was ahead of my time, man. Y'all let me know, but hopefully people listen this time around. They say never. I say never tell me what to do. A person will never put you in a position above them. That's never a lie, always true. Success never comes without risk, and risk never comes without fear. YouTube is a smoke and mirror, never how it appear. YouTube. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ice Water 815 coming back at you with another video, man. Today I'm gonna give you a quick little video about freight, and I hope that it'll help you understand the pricing on freight by the time it reaches your company or your truck or the back of your trailer, however you want to look at it. I'm gonna talk about Walmart and C.H. Robinson, and I'm gonna try and keep the numbers simple because I just want you to grasp the concept here. Let's say Walmart put in a purchase order for, they order, I don't know, 3,000 pallets of Ice Mountain water. Well, those 3,000 pallets, you figure 30 pallets a truck, they got 100 loads, right? 100 truckloads of water that they want to go to the distribution center, to the store, wherever they want it to go. They order that. What they do is they'll get in touch with whoever handles their transportation at Walmart or whatever, and then they'll get in touch with some brokers. And we'll just use C.H. Robinson for just the purpose of this conversation. So that person at Walmart get in touch with C.H. Robinson. They like, look, man, we got 100 loads of water that need to be moved. You need to coordinate the pickup and delivery of these 100 loads of water. C.H. Robinson do to be like, cool. Now, the C.H. Robinson is probably taking 30% off top. I'm gonna say 30% minimum off top, off each of those loads. So 100 loads, they taking 30% off each one. Then within C.H. Robinson, they assigning those loads to different teams. Those teams are finding trucks to cover those loads. Say for instance, C.H. Robinson, like, we ain't got enough time to move all these loads. We got 100 loads. We gonna cut that in half. We gonna move 50 of these loads, then we gonna broker out 50 of these loads to other brokers that we work with. So C.H. Robinson take 30%. The other broker probably taking 15% off the, you already cut the 30. Now you can cut it 15 more. Follow me. That's 45% off of what Walmart can pay. Then sometimes those brokers that C.H. Robinson broker the load to or rebroker the load. And then that third broker, follow me with this, will take another 10%. What's that? 30 plus 15 is 45, plus another 10 is what? 55%. Right? So that's how sometimes you see the load on the load board posted by different brokers or whatever, because 9 times out of 10, the load is double and triple broker, and you will see different prices on the loads. So, you know, you'll hear this famous phrase, you know, that's all I got in it. Yeah, that's all you got in it based on what your profit margin is. That's not all you have in the load. No broker is going to give you everything that they have in the, I ain't gonna say no broker, because definitely it's an exception to that. But the general rule of thumb is no broker is gonna give you everything that they have in the load. And speaking about how loads are first brokered, rebrokered, then rebrokered again, when C.H. Robinson gets those 100 loads and they keep 50 of them, what they do is they call their favorite carriers who they know will move loads for them. And let's say out of those favorite carriers, they can get 30 of those loads covered. Cool. They get them a nice rate. Everything's fine. Everybody's happy. The other 20 loads they throw on the load board. And then that's when you see they try and lowball you with the stuff that's on the load board. A lot of the good loads out there never hit the load board. So like when people like, you know, they ask me all the time, you know, can you buy a truck and make it just running off the load board? Yes and no. I mean, I hate to answer the question like that, but if you buy a truck, get on the load board, you get hooked up with the right broker, you can. I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, it's not gonna work. 2 people gonna succeed with that, and 8 people probably gonna fail. Everybody's situation is a little different because, of course, it really depends on what region you stay in, what region you want to run, and the commodity that you want to run. See, like stuff like water, beer, dog food, toilet paper, man, people need that on a consistent basis. They gonna buy that if they don't buy nothing else. Hygiene products, they gonna buy that if they don't buy nothing else. I'm trying to get you to understand what freight is, how it originates, and how that coincides with the price of freight by the time that it gets to you. See, I think the more I help you understand freight, the more the prices will make sense and how the prices go up and down, because it's based on supply and demand. If people not buying t-shirts, then they're not moving a lot of t-shirts, so they're not paying a lot of money to move these t-shirts. It's not an item that's in demand. That's why when I talk about the different commodities, I'm like, you know, you got to find a commodity that people are going to constantly buy, because that's going to give you the consistent freight. And you might not hit a home run on every load, but it's about consistency with the freight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know how else to put it so you understand what it is going on in my head when it comes to how I look at freight. It's all about getting a fair rate for consistent freight. That's what I want you to remember. A fair rate for consistent freight. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of money for a load. If it got to go, it got to get there. Because when those loads don't get moved, that counts against the broker. You got to understand that. So they don't want to have to give no load back, especially if they're, we going to call them a bottom tier broker, which means that they're at the bottom of the tier. C.H. Robinson then brokered this load to somebody else. They then brokered it to somebody else. They then brokered it to somebody else. You know, the bottom tier broker doesn't want to give the load back. So they'll be willing to give you everything they have in the load just to move the load, to keep their reputation, so they continue to get more loads. Hey, this is just part 1, you know what I'm saying, of how freight operates, how it works, how freight is moved. I just want to give you a quick little video to give you an introduction. That way I can go more into it. I'll probably break this up into a couple different parts, and we can examine all the parts, and hopefully it'll give you a better understanding, man. Hey, this is your boy Ice Water. Any questions, hit me up at axice815@gmail.com. And oh yeah, it don't matter what kind of truck you drive, as long as it'll deliver a load. But you ain't gonna make no money in trucking if you can't keep that left door closed. Hey, I'll see you next video, YouTube. Be safe. And hopefully these videos don't go over a lot of people's head like they did back in 2015, and people can use it to be profitable in their trucking business.
Been through a lot of pain in my life, and I pray the Lord take it all away.